So I just recently finished finals week, which left me being completely stressed out and with a cold. This sucks. People really just piss me off during this week. You start out knowing that the last week of your semester is going to be torturous. Most of the time, you do nothing to prepare for it ahead of time. It's just how it is. You always procrastinate till you can't procrastinate any longer, and then it absolutely sucks. And then you feel the need to tell everybody on any social network about how much your life sucks at this given moment. And it's like every day you post like a new status like, gonna get this done today, still have to finish this, have an hour to do this. Listen, we all knew that this week was coming. Like when people say, oh, I've been studying for hours. Honestly, come on now. Take my studying as maybe I'll get a straight full hour if I were to sit there for like an hour and a half. There's no way you've studied for 3 hours. I mean, if you're saying that you didn't take one break that entire time period, lies. People you haven't seen in class like for weeks now are all of a sudden back and expect to pass. Why? Why do you even bother wasting your money to go to school? Just don't. Just keep doing whatever you do when you're not at school. And then you have the people who are like, I need to graduate with this class and I need to have to pass and I studied for 6 hours. What do you think is going to be on there? And yet the entire year, they didn't pay attention once. I noticed this a lot this week is when people try to top you. If you have a 13-page paper, they have a 14-page paper. And if you have 2 presentations, they've got 4. You know, you'll talk about what you have to do. And somebody else wants to put in what they have to do, but you don't want to hear it because you don't want to think anybody else has anything more stressful than you. One of the most annoying things about finals week is when you look at somebody and be like, well, their major isn't as hard as mine. I am one of those majors that it's like, oh, please, you're nothing like mine. I have to memorize the table of, oh God, what are they called? Table of elements. Wow. And I have to write 17 papers that are all 20 pages long about the driest book on the face of the planet. I need to create some sculpture that has to be fantastic and mean something deeper than the fact that it's just like an acorn or something. What do I have to do? I have to make some ads. That's not that hard, right? I have to say, mine might be a little bit easier than having to, write a paper or figure out the gravity falling of a rocket ship coming out of space into the Earth's galaxy or whatever. I just probably made myself sound really stupid. But if you think that graphic designers and people who are creative don't spend hours of their time on a computer staring at a screen trying to move this little thing just enough to get it where they need to be, I don't know, it's really not that simple or easy. I don't know, finals week, it's different for each person, I think for sure. They don't care. Nobody cares. Except for the people like in your classes, they care because they can relate. Other than that, nobody cares.